How's it going, guys? We are back with another video here. Hope you've been enjoying the content so far on the channel. We have so much to get through this year, and I'm so excited for you guys to be along for the ride. So if you guys are enjoying the content, make sure you subscribe. But this video is going to be very important because I know a lot of you guys are going to be questioning, well, who should I choose? I have this many options. There's so many options to choose what card you want, right? So I'm here to help you guys out and kind of, slim it down for you and try to really give you guys my best thoughts on who you should take for this X Factor choice item, okay? So again, this is something that you won't get until the full release, right? Unfortunately, I don't know if it's the 12th or the 15th, but you won't be able to get this for a little bit still. So without further ado, though, let me hop into it right now. As you can see on the screen, we got our X Factor Player Choice Pack, okay? And you can see select 2 X Factor Power Up cards, all right? So once we open it, you can see right here, we have an opening, and here they are. So plenty of them for sure. So we'll go one by one, of course. You kind of have to. Marchand is the 76, 74 point. We got Connor Hellebuck. I'll tell you one thing, don't take a goalie. That you don't do. Do not take a goalie. But we have Jonathan Huberdeau. Then we also have Joe Pavelski. We also have Anze Kopitar. Austin Matthews. I mean, that's a pretty good one. We'll get to that. Marc-Andre Fleury. Again, guys. Don't take a goalie. Do not take a goalie. That would be a mistake. That would be a mistake. But yes, Marc-Andre Fleury, Alexander Barkov, Kaprizov, we got Draisaitl, Matthew Tkachuk, John Carlson, Matt Barzal, it's a good one, Jake Gensel, Jacob Slavin, Patrick Kane, Dougie Hamilton, my guy, Dougie Hamilton. Elias Pettersson, my bad. Roman Josi, top D-man in the league. Sean Couturier, amazing card NHL 21. Ryan O'Reilly. Adam Fox, Norris winner. Mark Stone, and the final card is Mikko Rantanen. Okay, so you get 2 choices. So where do you begin, right? So I'll go one by one, and I'll kind of explain to you my reasoning on why selecting a player or not selecting a player. So Marchand, my reason for Marchand is, I mean, he's a tremendous player in real life. Don't get me wrong, he's amazing. But in games like this, in NHL, usually he's not going to be a good player to use. So he's got buzzing as well. I mean, I know you could change the synergy. It could be fly the zone and get +2 speed. But Marchand in general, at 5'9", and he's not even that fast. You get up to 86 speed at 87 overall. There are so many better options. It's not even funny for someone. You can get up to like 90-something speed. It's not even close. So I would say definitely make sure you don't take Marchand. I mean, if you're a Bruins fan, I mean, respect. I'm not going to have a problem with that. But then we also have Braden Point right there. Braden Point is another decent option for sure. He gets up to 85, up at tier 7, 88 speed. Point could be a solid one, but again, 5'10", you might lose me a little bit. 183. The meta is really not 100% known yet, but I still don't say we should go towards small players. I don't think it's a best idea usually. So his other issue is his faceoffs are not really too great. 76, but that's just one thing to think about. Hellebuck, it's a goalie. Don't even look at me. Jonathan Huberdeau. Huberdeau is not terrible. He's not terrible. He's got a decent card here. He's got 88 speed once you get him to 86 on tier 7. So it's not as bad. He's got a pretty decent zone ability as well. It helps in the accuracy to all passes. And yeah, his passes will be auto saucer when necessary. So that's super nice. That's beneficial. Some people don't realize that the auto sauce is not in the game anymore. Auto sauce is not a game unless, specific players that have X factors or very, very high rated passing. So very, very nice feature there. Pavelski, don't really think he's a great option here. I mean, he's got a great zone ability, the big tipper, which is nice. Don't get me wrong, you can rip shots from the point and get deflections, but I mean, I guess if you play a slow game, it could be okay. But 83 speed is not going to really cut it for me, at least. I play run and gun action. I just do. It's just my style. So, yeah, Joe Pavelski. We got 74 Anze Kopitar as well. So you got him at tier 7. He gets up to 85 speed. Distributor he has as well, so he gets up to +2 speed. Not terrible at all, actually. Kopitar usually is a solid card in game, and he also has, as you can see, 85 face-offs too, which is super solid, honestly. It's super solid, so you can't really complain about that. Kopitar is a decent option. And then you have Austin Matthews at 77 overall. So you can get up to 88 right there. So 87 speed on Matthews. But remember, guys, you can change synergies, and you can also get him, once you get him to tier 2, you can unlock Fly the Zone. That's a +2 speed boost right there. You can get him to 89 speed. I know it costs a bit, of course it does, but even at 86, which costs you like 80k, maybe close to 100k, you can get a pretty darn good Matthews card. He's going to have a 90 shot across the board. So I think Austin Matthews is certainly a great option here. Fleury, goalie. Guys, goalies. We've talked about it. Goalies, you're not taking a goalie. Okay, Barkov, next one. So Barkov has actually a good synergy, Fly the Zone, but I don't think it's enough for me to really, go crazy about him. So I think personally, overall, I would still think that Barkov's not the best option. His face-offs are kind of mid as well for being, 86 overall, and I don't think his speed is really up to par. Decent zone ability though, but it's not anything to make me feel like, oh my goodness, I gotta get Alexander Barkov in my lineup. You know what I mean? Kaprizov's could be a fun card. Don't get me wrong, as a Wild fan, but not my first choice because his shot's kind of weak. But I guess he's only 84, so it's good value. It won't cost you much to get him up to like 84 and stuff like that. And it's a decent card, but not gonna really surprise you. His slapshot accuracy gets up there certainly, but yeah. Dry Saddle now. The thing about Leon is, he's getting a ton of upgrades, of course. That's the other thing about these X Factor cards, guys. You have to look at them like this as well. How many of these guys are going to get upgrades? Because that helps them go up quick, right? Every single time, like if Dry Saddle gets like a Team of the Week 90, you're going to be able to unlock the tier for this Dry Saddle, and you get up to a 90. And that's what makes an advantage, like over like, let's just say like Leon instead of maybe Barkov. Like I feel like Leon will get more special cards than Barkov just due to the fact because he plays with McDavid and he's always getting prime times and Team of the Weeks. Not that Barkov doesn't, but I'm saying first of all he's got a head start, Leon, and overall, so that's another thing to keep in mind. Matthew Tkachuk, I don't really know how much more to say it. His speed is just not going to cut it. I know he has Fly the Zone, but I don't think Tkachuk's really a great card unless he gets up to at least like a 90 speed. So I don't know. These are not the cards that I'd choose right away. Because, these aren't guaranteed upgrades like quick. John Carlson's not a bad one for a D-man, I would say. 85 overall. So he's got Wingman as well as acceleration gets boosted with that. So, it's not terrible. It really isn't. And it doesn't cost too much to get him to 85. And he's got decent shooting. I like John Carlson a lot in NHL 21. He had a really, really nice card. But, yeah, I wouldn't say that John Carlson is a bad option. I really would not. So Matt Barzal, now here's a guy, you guys might be stunned. I think his card is one of the better options. I really, really do. Just because look at his speed, guys. 74 overall, 86 speed. And I know I say it a lot, and you're like, oh my God, Henreek, all you care about is speed. Not necessarily. It's definitely important, though. Especially with someone like Barzal. If you look at this, his zone ability is also elite edges. I know it's a lot of ability points it's going to cost, but exceptional maneuverability with the ability to turn tight corners while attaining high speed. And it's always active, which is really, really nice. An indicator is triggered when defender is burned. So, you can have a lot of fun with Barzal. I really do think that. And I think Barzal is a tremendous, tremendous option. So, that's Matty B right there. And I think that Barzal is a really, really underrated option. People might be falling, he might be flying under the radar type of thing. I know his shot's not amazing, but he gets to 85 overall. It's going to cost you, 45K, 92 speed already? That's actually ridiculous. And I don't think... no speed synergies, but that's okay. He doesn't need one. He's amazing. He's absolutely amazing. Gensel could be a solid one. He plays with Crosby, so he could definitely get a lot of upgrades and get him a lot quick. That's for sure. You can definitely get him quick, so that's something to keep in mind as well. But we'll see. We'll see. It really just depends. Jake Gensel, I wouldn't choose him. Not that he's not good enough. You can get him to 83 overall. He's 87 speed and a pretty solid shot, but... Again, there's better options. That's the thing. There's a lot of great options. That's the other thing you really gotta keep in mind. I'm gonna break it down for you guys as well. By the end of it, I'm gonna choose who I want to choose, and I'm gonna also tell you what I would do if I were you guys when it comes to if you choose a forward and a defenseman, who you should take, stuff like that. Slavin, tier 7, doesn't cost much. He only gets to 82 overall though, so that's not really too great. But he's a great defenseman. So he's just a shutdown D-man. That's pretty much what Jacob Slavin is, right? Patty Kane. Patty Kane, he's really up there, especially with the buzzing synergy. His speed gets up there quick. So, and he has a distributor as well, actually. So that's a very, very underrated one right there. So Patrick Kane's simply amazing as well. Dougie Hamilton, my guy, right? I mean, as a Devils fan, I got to take him, no? But yeah, 84 overall, and he gets 86 speed right there. And that's actually really, really nice. So for a 6'6" D-man to be that big and that strong and to have that kind of a, you know, skating and then his zone ability, you can get good shots through the point. I'm sure a lot of deflections will happen because of his shot. So that's really, really nice as well. So Dougie Hamilton. Pedersen, you know, Pedersen's not bad. He's definitely not a bad card. But again, it's not my first choice. I mean, he's got decent synergies, but not anything too crazy. I mean, again, you could change it to distributor. That'd be pretty nice. That'd be decent then. I don't really have many bad options, but Yossi you got here as well. Yossi 84. I mean, never really liked Yossi in game for some reason. I don't know why. I never have. Just feel like Yossi doesn't perform. But yeah, he's really good in real life, of course. So yeah, Couturier. Couturier, I'm kind of shying away from a little bit. He's not as fast as last year. So that's just something to keep in mind. Doesn't really necessarily mean he's bad, but I think he's a little bit slower. O'Reilly. This card's really, really good if you want a strong fourth line center. I'll say that. So his faceoffs are 90, and his X factor is super good. So it's quick draw. So exceptional quickness on faceoff draws greatly increases. So basically, you're going to never lose a faceoff with Ryan O'Reilly if you have him out there. So that's the one thing. He'd be a good penalty killer, no doubt. So Ryan O'Reilly could be a super, super good option for you guys if you're looking for like a fourth line guy all year, because you can keep upgrading him and he'll probably just get better. So Adam Fox as well, the Norris winner. I mean, not bad. I mean, 88 speed. He's solid. I actually didn't use Fox at all in NHL 21, but he could be pretty good. I think it's going to be really a big, important stat in NHL 22, though, is going to be the passing. So keep that in mind as well when you're looking at a lot of players and their options. And he has great passing, so something to just think about. And we got Mark Stone, who, like I said, I'm not touching that card. No offense. I mean, at 86 overall, he's 83 speed. I know he's got fly the zone, but even so, I mean, I don't think he's really too great in game usually, unless he has good speed. So that's the thing about Mark Stone. Then we got Rantanen. Rantanen's always a dog, that's for sure. Rantanen at tier 7, 86 speed. Definitely pretty good, honestly. I would say I like that. And then he's got the tape-to-tape X Factor as well. So, all right, narrowing it down for you guys, all right? So there's a lot of great options. I mean, that goes without saying, right? There's a lot of great options. So basically, what I will say for you guys is if you're looking for a D-man, I would probably go with Dougie Hamilton. So the reason why I go with Dougie Hamilton is that he's 6'6", 229, and at 84 overall, he's already got 86 speed. So that is very, very, very good. So that's what I'd say. I think Dougie Hamilton is a really, really good option, and it doesn't cost much. I mean, literally, you could get like 30K and you get a 6'6" D-man. That's really strong, and yeah, I like his synergies as well. It makes his shot better as it is. His X Factor is good. So that's what I go with for Hamilton if you're going for a D-man. Forwards, I mean, there's plenty of awesome ones for sure. I would definitely go with Matthews is a huge option. Matthews is awesome. I mean, there's not much more to say about him. Plus, we already know his MSP is going to come out, so that's a smart idea to probably take him. Then we also have, to me, Barzal is really intriguing as well. I like Barzal a lot due to his speed. He'd be tough to play at center. He'd be more of a winger, no doubt, but I love that speed on him, and the Superstar X Factor is tremendous. I really, really like that a lot. So, yeah, it's important to think about, but for me, guys, if I had to really make a decision, Austin Matthews is one of my decisions. I think you got to select Austin Matthews. He is too good of an option to pass away, or pass up, I should say. And yeah, he's just too good, absolutely too good. And the other one I'm going to take is going to be. It's tough, but I gotta go with Patrick Kane. I think Patrick Kane's gonna be really, really good due to the fact that he has great synergies once you get him unlocked as well. Distributor, I think it's actually a really nice one. And even without distributor, it doesn't matter. Once you get him to 86, he'll be very, very, very good. So I like Kane a lot personally. Call me crazy. Maybe that's the wrong decision. I don't know. I think Barzal is super good as well. But Kane's shot is also really, really game changing. Yeah, it gets really high pretty quick. So yeah, I don't know. I like Patrick Kane a lot, and yeah, I don't think I could really go against that. So the reason why I'm not going Hamilton is because I know I probably can get him for a little bit cheaper, maybe. Like he won't be that expensive and hard to get. So that's what I would go with him for that. If you want, all right, again, another way to look at it, if you want a really, really strong center that's going to win a lot of faceoffs, O'Reilly is your guy. Slow, but you know, if you play a more of a puck possession game, Rantanen is a great winger to pick up. Same thing with Stone. Fox if you're running gun and you don't really care about, you know, hitting and making defensive plays. Couture's another defensive guy. Yossi's defensive as well. It just depends what you're looking for, guys. It really depends what you're looking for. But if I had to decide, I'm going to go with Matthews, and good old Patrick Kane. All right, guys. That's what we're going to take right there. Let me know if I'm wrong for taking those 2 players. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, though. Hopefully, it helped you out and makes your decision a little bit easier. If you guys did like this video, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel. You're following me on Twitch, Henreek, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Henreek with 3 E's. And join the Discord, talk to me, followers, and subscribers of the channel. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.